to get into the investigation phase. These incidents, these are very important to the organisation. This is, it's all well and good gathering data and detecting things, but the incidents are the things that will affect your business more than anything. You need to understand when these incidents are created and how you remediate against these incidents as well. So these incident rules will be surfaced to you, and obviously automating them is a great way of gaining that visualization and knowledge across different teams as well. From the Sentinel environment, you can also manage assignments. You can track, you can assign that to engineers, you can assign that to teams, but you can also track status as well. If it's certain instance, so here we can see if they're unassigned. But you could assign that to Sean. I want you to look at that, or I want this group to look at this. And it's a new alert, or maybe it's an active alert, or it's a retired alert. You can manage the status of that within Sentinel. But more importantly, you can do that via an OTSM integration. So as soon as your security team pick that up in ServiceNow, well, straight away it'll write back to the Sentinel instance and say, look, it's been picked up. We've introduced a tag, and it's closed the incident within Sentinel because it's being dealt with in ServiceNow. So you get that level of integration quite easily as well. During the investigation, more visualization. I'm a massive fan, as you can tell, of visualization and this entity mapping. So you can see here, there was a login, but it logged into this server. Here's the IP addresses of this server. Here's the websites that were on that server. This is the identity that was used to log in. Darcy has access to these machines. And you can map all these entities together, and it helps that incident management process to kind of make sure you understand the scope of the threat, what it potentially could have affected, and how ultimately it kind of got into your environment as well. So we know that potentially Darcy's ID was compromised, or the machine was compromised. So we can start looking at the entity mapping between them, and start making sure that we check her ID, we check that machine. I don't have to worry about all my estate at the moment. I just want to check that these are mitigated, and then we can deal with the rest as we go along. But this is the immediate threat to my organisation. Let's mitigate that and move on with it. There's also some cool tools you can use, as well as URL detonation. So what happens if I did click that link? I've got that funny email. We can simulate things like that, and it will ultimately give you verdicts on is this actually a threat just because the Nigerian prince has offered me all this money. If I did click that link from him, what would have happened? Okay, yes, it was bad, and all this spyware would have been installed on my machine. Okay, we've averted that one. But if it's anonymous, or it's just it's just phishing, or it's just something that could lead to something bigger, it's not so much of a worry. But it lets you gain insight into what the potential threats are without you having to risk your environment in. I've always wanted to press the button, and I'm sure many of you have as well.